If your identity feels like a library of books you've only ever read the first chapter of, this is not an accident, it's a design. Look around your space. Maybe there's a language app on your phone you haven't opened in months, a shelf of books on architecture, neuroscience, and pottery, a folder of business ideas you sketched out once. The world has a label for this, and it's usually said with a sigh: scattered, unfocused, a perpetual beginner. But what if that label is wrong? What if, by its very design, your mind was built for a future that hasn't arrived yet? Before we unlock that future, tell me in the comments, what's the hobby or skill you keep circling back to? For generations, we were sold a clear path. The world was a predictable game, like chess. Master the moves through relentless practice and you win. This created the specialist, the person who digs one incredibly deep well. But you don't live on that chessboard anymore. Your environment is different. It's volatile. The rules are rewritten overnight. In this new reality, the deepest well can become a trap. If the ground shifts, you're stuck. Your instinct to wander isn't a failure of discipline. It's a highly advanced early warning system. Psychology has a name for the magic this creates. It's called conceptual blending, and this is where your secret weapon activates. The specialist excels at applying known solutions to known problems. You operate differently. You take a principle from a seemingly unrelated discipline, like the harmony in music, and use it to resolve conflict on a team. You look at a beehive's efficiency and see a new model for a software project. This isn't distraction. This is the engine of genuine innovation. Your value isn't in one depth, but in the bridges you build between them. So, understanding this is a relief, but it doesn't stop the panic, does it? Seeing peers become experts in their field while you're still sampling the buffet of life. This anxiety comes from a geometry error. You're trying to fit your mind into an I shape when it's actually built as an M. An M-shaped mind doesn't have one peak, but several. Multiple columns of genuine competence linked by that wide, curious base. The critical mistake, trying to construct all pillars at once. That leads only to exhaustion and more half-written chapters. The ones who thrive with this mind practice sequential depth. They live in seasons. You might have a season of design lasting a few years. Then you pivot into a season of entrepreneurship. You didn't abandon design. You simply completed that phase of construction. I knew someone who made peace with this at 50. He used his season of tech development to finance his other pillars, music composition and writing, protecting his time fiercely to let each pillar grow strong on its own schedule. Eventually, they didn't compete. They merged into a singular, unique vision. There's one final evolutionary advantage wired into you, and it's the ultimate rebuttal to anyone calling you a dabbler. In biology, it's called functional redundancy. It's why certain species survive catastrophic change. They have backup systems for their backup systems. Your portfolio of interests is your cognitive redundancy. If you are only a financial analyst and AI automates your role, you face a cliff. But if you are a financial analyst who also understands carpentry, storytelling, and basic psychology, you stand on a plateau. You have exit routes. You have pivot points. Every failed hobby was actually a strategic deposit into your adaptability fund. So, stop seeing a graveyard of abandoned projects. See a curriculum. You were not built to be a monument, but a living crossroads. If you're ready to start building your M-shaped future, show this video some love. Give it a like. It helps Winds of Thought share this message with more people like you. For the deep research on structuring your seasons, check the description below.